for joining me today. My name is Lillian Akonwa, your one and only Malicha. So, first, I want to say thank you to you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. And if you're just joining for the first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I put up fresh content. So please subscribe and turn on your notification bell if you are yet to do that. Today, on today's episode, I'll be talking to you about before you start your writing journey. Yes. So what happens before you start your writing journey? Let's get right into it. Welcome back. So before you start your writing journey, there are things you need to know, be aware of, and then that you need to understand. So I'm going to take you through some of those things that you need to know, you need to be aware of, and then that would help you to, through your writing journey, your process of becoming a writer. The first thing I need you to understand is that there is a creative process. The creative process involves first creative thinking. Your ability to think creatively, your ability to use your imagination and come up with ideas, come up with stories. Part of the creative process is you coming up with a plot, your storyline, and also your characters. How do you develop your character? That's part of the creative process. What's your story going to be about? What are the themes around your story or your writing, or what do you even want to write about? So that is part of the creative process. The creative process requires that you think creatively, and then you put your thoughts together, you organize your thoughts in such a way that it's well presented to your readers. So those are part of the creative process. The second thing I need you to understand before you start writing is writing requires time, dedication, commitment, and discipline. You don't just become a writer overnight. You need to commit hours to writing. It doesn't matter what kind of writing you want to do, be it content or copywriting or business writing or creative writing. It requires time. Sometimes to write a whole book. I remember when I wrote my book, Shadow of the Unseen. It took me 6 good months. 6 good months of writing every day. This is it. It took me 6 good months of writing consistently every day just to put this book together. That does not even include the editing part. So some people think that writing, it's writing now, just sit down. No, it requires time. Some stories, before you develop a story, before you develop your characters, sometimes it can take you months. Sometimes it can take you years. Yes, just like movies can take years to be produced, writing also takes time. I need you to understand that you're going to need to put in time. You have to be committed, You don't write today and the next time you are writing is like 5 months time or 3 months time. No. If you want to be a writer on the long run, then you have to commit some writing hours daily, weekly, and that's, builds up into months of writing, years of writing. Another thing I need you to understand before you start your writing journey is that you actually have to sit down and write. If you claim to be a writer and you don't write, then you're only wishing to be a writer. You're actually not a writer. Because what does a writer do? A writer writes. So what people want to see is what you're writing, the things you're putting down. So before you start your writing journey, you must understand that you actually have to sit down, like sit and write. Write. Either you type or you put your pen to paper and write. Next, understand that writing is wide, writing is broad. So you need to carve a niche for yourself. You need to choose a niche. Writing is wide, just like every other field. writing is also very wide. We have business writing, we have creative writing, we have content writing, you know, we have ghost writing, we have media writing, you know, where you write news and reports and things like that. So writing is wide. So you need to find out what area of writing that you want to focus on, really. So what aspects of writing do you want to focus on? There's an aspect of writing that will interest you more than other aspects. And for me, creative writing and content writing. So you can actually have more than one niche. You can have like 2 complementary niches, you know, but you must definitely have a core niche as a writer. So what niche are you looking to start your writing from? The next thing I want you to understand before you start your writing journey is that you need visibility. As a writer, you need visibility. You need to be visible to your audience. So who are your audience? First of all, you need to also clarify that who your audience are, because when you understand who your audience are, then you are able to project yourself to your audience. You're able to target them properly. So for instance, if your audience are children, then you need to target the parents. You need to target the parents, then you need to come up with stories and look for how to make your stories reach those parents. So you need visibility. Every creative person needs visibility. You need visibility for your craft. You need to be visible. So what platforms are you going to be using to showcase your craft or to share your ideas, your stories, you know? Are you going to be doing it digitally, online, through social media, or through your website, through your blog, you know? Or are you going to be publishing your books and stories and, you know, getting them to schools, you know? So basically, your audience will determine how to get yourself visible. Another thing I want you to understand as a writer is not everybody would appreciate and love your writing. Yes, we all want everybody to love us and read our books. Interestingly, some people that are closest to you or very close to you will not even read your book. Not because they are being wicked. They don't have the time. So you must understand that not everybody would read your book. Not everybody would appreciate your work. Not everybody will love your work as a writer. So deal with it. So deal with it. I mean, it's not a big deal. As a writer, you're still going to have your audience. So focus on your audience, and while you keep encouraging others within your audience that are not yet responding. Basically. Now, one more thing that I need you to understand before you start your writing journey is that you cannot be a good writer without being a good reader. You must be a good reader. You must love reading, or you must enjoy reading. You must make it part of you. You must make reading part of you, because reading helps to improve your vocabulary, your grammar, your expressions, you know, how to communicate yourself as a writer to your audience. So how to tell your stories better. You can't do without reading, because you learn from other people. You learn how to communicate better, you know, when you read, and then you learn new things that you don't know before. Reading widens your scope of knowledge. So as a writer, reading is really important. So before you start your writing journey, please ensure that you improve yourself in reading and do more of reading along the way. So finally, the last thing I need you to understand before you start your writing journey is decide what you want to do with your writing. Do you want to make writing just a hobby or a lifetime career? Because that will help you to know how much time, effort, and improvement you need to put in to become a writer. So that would determine how long you're going to be on that journey. If it's just going to be a hobby, it's just something you do when you feel like, you know, you're not pressured, you're not compelled to do it. But if it's going to be a lifetime career, trust me, you have to decide that, and then you have to make conscious and deliberate efforts in doing the things to make you become a full-fledged writer. So like having a coach or mentor, having learning from other people, going for trainings, being on writing platforms, you know, that those are really important in your journey as a of becoming a writer. Well, I hope this has really been helpful to you. If this has, please, I would like you to send me a comment, just like, share, say something about it, and I would really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please, again, I'm asking that you would please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I look forward to getting your feedback. If there's any aspect of writing you would like to know about, please drop it in the comment section and I'll be glad to respond to them. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and share. Bye.